The U.S. Open Challenge, John Cena issuing it to the hometown boy in Montreal, Sami Zayn. So the booking of this could not have been any more beautiful. Loved every single second of it. I knew we were in for something special, so I hit that record button. Myself watching this match, or this moment, I thought it was great. So Cena comes out, cuts a pretty, bland promo about his I Quit match. It was good, but nothing really out of the ordinary. Now comes Bret Hart when he issues the challenge, and Bret Hart says, "I'm here to introduce a great wrestler," and out comes Heath Slater instead, saying that I got cost the match twice, and Bret Hart knocks him out, and JBL jokes about it being a Montreal screw job. Well done, JBL, well done. So then we go from that, we go to Sami Zayn coming out to the biggest pop of the night. He comes out, tears his rotator cuff when he throws his hands up in the air in excitement, and you can obviously tell. I didn't pick up on it the first time. I thought it was a storyline injury, but when you watch it back, you can obviously tell because he's holding his arm before they go to commercial.
In the ring.
Exactly, yeah. So I am just surprised he worked a match at all, much less that good of a match with John Cena. That's how good Sami Zayn is. What?
It's not good. It's not going to be able to wrestle against Kevin Owens.
Hopefully not. I mean, they did
torn rotator cuff? No way.
They did the MRI today, so we'll find out more in a little bit.
It just said Pacquiao's out for 9 to 12 months with a torn rotator cuff.
So I'll have to wait and see. I mean, he still wrestled that match, but hopefully it's not as serious. I mean, TakeOver is on May 20th? That's in 2 weeks, I think?
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's going to be able to make it back in time, which sucks because I'm really looking forward to that match of that rematch. That's the real rematch of the century. So Sami Zayn gets a great debut against John Cena, kicks out of the Attitude Adjustment. What I liked about this matchup too, kind of the small things. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago how Cena, kicking out of one finisher, kicking out of the other. And although Sami Zayn kicked out of John Cena's finisher, Zayn never at any point during the match did he hit his finisher. He never hit the haluva kick.
He hit the BK bomb though.
He did, but he never finishes anyone off with that though. So I think that was great. Like, I'm glad they protected his finish, and it really says something more so about Sami Zayn than anyone else that they've had in the U.S. Challenge up to this point. So that was cool. He gets hit with the AA for our second AA and ends up getting beaten, and John Cena gives him the ring, shows him a sign of respect, and that's about it. I thought this was great. Gets introduced by one of the biggest legends of all time, and Bret Hart comes out in his hometown to a great pop, has a great match with the face of the company, with the United States champion for a title. One of the most prestigious prizes in the company right now, and then looks very strong in defeat. So I could not have booked this better myself. Any thoughts on John Cena versus Sami Zayn, RJ?
At first I thought it was going to be Kevin Owens, and I got excited. But then I remembered he's from Vancouver. He's not from Montreal, so it kind of that pissed me off a little bit. But I think it was good for Sami Zayn. Like I said, he got hurt coming out of the ring. That's kind of embarrassing, but he did work a good match injured. And like you said, Cena endorsed him, and so did Bret Hart. So I think he has a bright future in the WWE, but hopefully he can get over this injury soon so they can have Owens and Zayn at Unstoppable.
And unstoppable indeed. Well, as you said, I think the rotator cuff was an exaggeration of a previous injury, because he was injured a couple weeks ago. He was off in NXT for a while, and that was also a shoulder injury, so it's not a first-time thing. I think he just re-aggravated the injury. So that still sucks. We'll have to find out in the next couple of days when he's going to be out for, how long he's going to be out for. But yeah, I thought the introduction of Sami Zayn was great. It really says something about how they're going to be handling him on the main roster. Hopefully it's all about the aftermath. I say that a lot, but they need to follow this up properly. I thought it was great, though. It really reminded me of John Cena versus Kurt Angle from 2002 in the way, like, the Open Challenge. He comes out. He didn't slap him or tell him, like, ruthless aggression.
I think it's a little different. Cena was a no-namer.
He is, but in this case, I know we have NXT. It would have been the same thing.
And Bret Hart endorsed him. Cena came out on his own, looked like a goofball.
Yeah, with the haircut and stuff. I remember that, yeah. So, it was a little bit different, but I mean, they just gave me that same feel of a big-time debut. And then those two...
Yeah, it was a big debut.
Yeah,
I'm not going to...
One of the most memorable debuts in SmackDown history, if not the most memorable debut in SmackDown history, other than Rey Mysterio.
Obviously. I was going to say, you can't say not with that.